Hello, I'm Carissa Colasiopo, intuitive healer and coach, helping you align your mind, your body, and your spirit to be on the same page so that you can heal and be happier and brighter and just more vibrant in your being than the way you know you're meant to be. So this is part 2 of healing your chronic neck pain. Last week I talked to you about how that chronic neck pain or stiffness, among any other aches and pains that you're dealing with, are manifestations from something deeper. And there's multiple causes, right? There's, for neck pain and stiffness in particular, there's repetitive movements that we're doing to contribute, but there's also a mental and emotional aspect that's contributing to the stress factor, and that is maybe more important, but really they're equally important because both, it's like two sides of the coin. And we need to heal ourselves mentally, emotionally, so that we can relax and let go of the tension in the body. And the same is true in reverse, like I said last week. When we take action towards releasing the tension, like in the neck, and doing the stretches and the exercises I showed you last week, that's going to help you feel lighter and easier to have a happier disposition, a happier mood. And they just both feed into each other, both positively and negatively. So it's just good to pay attention to those patterns within yourself. So stress very much gets caught up in the neck tissues. It can manifest in low back as well, but for a lot of my clients, the number one area is the neck and shoulders, and they're so very connected. Like I said last week, a few years back, I had tremendous neck pain and just wouldn't go away. I could not move my neck very much. And I'm always tight, a little bit tight, because it's, I'm a strong person. I'm always working, and it's part of who I am, really. It's something I always have to work on. But this was different. This was really, really bad. And it was ridiculous. And it wasn't until I woke up in the middle of the night and I found myself tense in a ball like that, with my shoulders up near my ears, and I realized that, this is why I have such intense pain and just won't go away. I'm working too much during the day, working too many hours, stressing about making money for my family, and at the same time stressing about helping this family member that I really couldn't help. So all that was just locking into my neck pain. Probably I was having dreams about it, and then that all just comes out and locks into the body. And when we don't deal with these things, that tension, that pain, that tension in the muscles can become something worse. It could become sickness. It can become disease. I very much do believe. So it's to our advantage to start paying attention to our body signals and looking to the root cause. So in this case, the real root cause was me worrying, worrying about X, Y, Z, about that person's issues and about, my financial situation, trying to build myself up as quickly as possible and forgetting to take care of myself. So either way, it was just, equating to me worrying too much. And once I realized that, I was like, okay, let's do something about it. So in addition to doing the stretches and balancing muscle exercises that I showed you last week, I started meditating every single day. And I'm going to show you how. This meditation and doing the deep breathing became very important. I went into it doing it for the stress release, the mental stress release, trying to get grounded within myself and not worrying so much about everybody else. And that very much was happening. But in addition to getting that mental balancing, I was also fixing my spine, and I didn't realize that that was going to happen. So as I was practicing taking deep belly breaths, deep in the belly, and then when you take in breath to that capacity, your spine has no choice but to pop back into place. And at the same time of doing this deep breathing, I was also pulling my shoulders back, like I showed you last week, pulling them back and down and breathing deep at the same time. And little by little, things would just release, and it was like I had a chiropractor standing at my back. So what I would do when I did these meditations, moving forward, was I would do it on purpose. I would imagine an angel at my back, pouring healing energy into my shoulders, into my neck, taking deep belly breaths, sitting cross-legged, imagining my spine, getting longer and freer and more in alignment, and pulling my shoulders back and down. So I'll show you from the side. It just looks like this, and you want to do it as long as you can. Well, not as long as you can. You don't want to sit there for an hour. You don't have to sit there for an hour, but it usually does take more than 5 minutes to get into it. Probably 10, 15, 20 minutes. But if all you have is 5 minutes, then that's cool too. So you just sit like this if you can. I do believe it's the best position for what I'm talking about. If you can't do this position and all you could do is just sit with your legs dangling like on a chair like this, that's cool too. The main thing is spine straight. Okay, so I'm just going to show you the best position, just because it works the best. I don't really know why, but it just works the best for getting my spine back into alignment. Okay, and deep breath in. And you see how I kind of wiggle my hips when I do that? I'm making room and trying to open my hips, open my chest, open my spine, make room for breath, essentially. So at the same time, drawing, engaging the shoulders down and back, and deep breath. Okay, as I'm doing that, I can feel my Reiki turn on in my hands because I'm starting to activate with the breathing. And that's another thing I'd like to show people. Okay, so that's essentially what you want to do to start practicing, and so many things are happening there. You're opening your chest, you're relieving your neck physically from stress, but you're also grounding down mentally, getting back in your energy, allowing other people's BS energy that you don't really need to worry about to fall away. And the more you practice this, the more you will feel the effects of it. So I want you to continue doing these things, doing the breath meditation like I showed you, as well as exercises from last week, and continue to release your body from stress, tension, and also your mind, and get yourself into alignment. And if you would like to continue this healing momentum for yourself, I have 5 online classes that I have, holistic touch classes. They're all geared towards healing, diving into yourself, learning about that healing part of yourself that knows what you need and what you want, relieving stress and tension from your body, from your mind. They're also about practicing your breathing, getting in tune, in touch with your intuition, all of these things. And all these things that I talk about, they all work together, whether I'm talking about releasing neck tension, or if I am teaching you how to do Reiki healing work on yourself. All these things are connected. You know, the mind, the body, and the soul. It's all about getting all those parts of you on the same page. So if you're interested, I encourage you to check it out on my website, holistictouchmassage.com. And if you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments, or you can DM me directly if you would like. Please like this video and share with a friend. I look forward to doing more healing work with you. Okay, happy healing, everyone.